Hello everyone, and welcome back now for part 4 of Broken Sword: The Shadow of the Templars, the original release from the 90s. We have previously played through the whole Broken Sword series. However, Broken Swords 1 and 2 were the director's cut, so we've returned to the original. Last time, which was 2 weeks ago, due to technical issues, we met up with Mr. Shiny, which you can see dozens of clips of what have you that somewhere on the below thing. Clips and highlights. I parceled together all of the Mr. Shiny bits into one video. So technically I think it's actually across 2 videos because I missed a bit. I didn't delete the old one. Okay, let's hop straight in. I think we were on our way to see Andre. I'm sure that's where we were up to, because we kind of like just left it as we'd left the hospital after I'm sure last time it felt like we made no progress throughout the throughout like 75% of the stream. We do know we have to lock ourselves in at some stage into the museum. I'm definitely confident of that. Oh yeah, what was in our inventory? Yeah, these bits and bobs here. He's still carrying that gem around in his pocket.
You have left it very late, monsieur.
Late for what?
Anything. I am closing the museum soon. You wouldn't like to get locked in. I can tell you. Not in this gallery.
Why not?
It is haunted, monsieur.
You don't believe in ghosts, surely.
Oh, yes, I do. 7 years ago, a lad managed to hide in here. He'd made a bet with his friends, I suppose. When I found him in the morning, he was cold as ice and stiff as a board.
Well, what was the cause of death?
They said it was a brain tumor. But on his face was a look of stark, desperate terror such as I have never seen before.
Scary.
I'm guessing that now we've done that dialogue, we're probably in the position actually where we can get locked inside the sarcophagus. Because I wasn't sure if we were going to have to do other things to trigger.
Forget it.
To trigger that, but obviously because we've done the hospital scene. We need to go back to the cracking open the window. Okay, that's worked. Run for the sarcophagus. And welcome in, Irish Andy. What sort of trouble are you up to? We are continuing our playthrough through Broken Sword. I don't know if you've played any of these sorts of games before, but the Broken Sword series is one of my absolute favourites.
Think of climbing in there, monsieur. You'll be suffocated.
I always wondered how it felt to be a mummy.
As always with these games, I'll try not to talk over the dialogue. We need to distract the guards so that we can get into the sarcophagus, though. Is he going to is he going to go and do the window thing? Yeah, he's doing the window thing, isn't he? There we go, we're locked inside the sarcophagus. Explode getting overload. Have you broken your OBS?
Closing time, Monsieur Lobineau.
Already, there just aren't enough hours in the day.
More than enough for me. I can't wait to get home and put my feet up.
Eh bien, see you tomorrow.
Good night, monsieur.
Because there was only one other visit to the museum, and he never sort of think, oh, where is he? Oh, what were these 2 fellas called again? I'm trying to think, is it in the 3rd or 4th one or something where
Hey, Guido,
these guys get killed?
Look at this!
Quit fooling around, you moron! Get your ass over here and bring that flashlight.
We sneak out. So we're going to, if I remember rightly, we're going to shake this.
Who's there?
Let's get out of here!
We're gonna get, oh, there's none of the store-bought grunts. but he got slapped in the head with a fish. And he's down. And in comes Nico. Back at Nico's apartment.
And when I woke up, I was at the police station. Luckily, I managed to persuade Rosso I was innocent.
Poor Georges.
What a mess. I bungled the whole thing.
I don't think so. You made a pretty good job of distracting those two crooks.
Yeah, but the killer got away with the tripod.
No, he didn't. He's not the only one who can dress up in costume.
You mean
Yeah.
it was you who stole the tripod?
Where was she
Oh,
keeping
hell,
that?
Nico. I could have been shot.
Those dogs are more likely to shoot their own feet.
I just wish you'd told me your plans. We're supposed to be in this together. And how come you dressed up like a pantomime cat?
Don't sulk, Georgie, please.
Oh, rats. And don't call me Georgie.
Oh, I really thought you'd be pleased. After all, we've got the tripod. Aren't you going to try putting the gem on the tripod?
I guess so.
Where was she keeping that tripod? There are questions I need answering.
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
The gem fits perfectly, but what does that prove?
I recall there's an underground place we had to plug it or something, and we got some.
Maybe the tripod has to be in a certain location.
There's nothing on the manuscript to indicate where, though, is there?
Oh, by the way, I had a visit from André Lobineau.
Oh, yeah. I hope you didn't mind me giving him your address.
Not at all. It was lovely to see him again. He was over the moon when I showed him the manuscript. It's not often he gets that excited. He made a sketch of the knight's crest to take back to the museum. I believe he's identified the family who bear that crest.
I sure hope so. What do you think the purpose of this tripod is?
On the manuscript, the gem is shown mounted on top of it.
So, we risked a criminal charge to steal a display stand?
Don't ask me. Maybe it's intended to hold the gem in a specific position.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
I don't think there'll be any new information to be gleaned on this one. But, as I was just saying before, though, I don't like to talk over the dialogue as we're going through there. But you were saying that Irish Andy, you were saying there that it's managed to break itself. Maybe you just need to do a fresh reinstall. Maybe if it's gone tits up. And welcome in there, Frodo. We're back on Broken Sword this evening. I'm assuming that today, I kind of got the order of the story mixed up in my head. As I said, back in the 90s, we used to play this all the time, and I know we played it through on stream just a little, well, just like a matter of months ago, technically, when we played through the whole series. But I've kind of got the structure of the story mixed up in my head. I think the next place we go to must be, is it Italy or Spain? To the crazy gardener bloke. I can't remember his name. I don't know if it's that or if we go to Syria next.
That's the tripod we borrowed from the museum.
I don't think there's going to be any new information on this, so tell you what, we will head out and see what we can find on the streets.
I have to go.
Already? You only just arrived.
Time and tide wait for no man.
Okay, I'll see you later.
So what sort of trouble have you all been causing today, then? Whilst George slowly wanders out of the apartment. There we go. So, as we did the director's cut originally on stream, there is like a lot of content that's like, well, different, because when we ever had dialogue, there was a little picture on either side of the screen as to who was doing the conversation, and the little box for the options comes up in between them. Plus, as well, there's all the Nico content as well. If you remember when we started Broken Sword, it actually started with Nico investigating a murder. Or she was there just shortly after a murder took place. Let's see, we're down here. I think we should go back to the crime scene. Oh, you got your car back. How much was the damage? I said I get all the suspension done the other week there, and that was 640, I think, and then 220 for the tires on top of that. Then 100 quid for the fuel tank on top of that again. Was that we're gonna get my tires changed for winter to summer. Oh, you're getting bits done on your car as well. Oh, I never posted the picture because when I got my tires changed, he said there was two tires that were worn down, and one that had a split in it, and one was fine. And I kept two of the tires, and he gave us the one that was fine, and one of the other ones that he said was in the better condition. And they're absolutely. The condition they're in is absolutely shocking. He should, once he inspected them, he should not have agreed to put them back onto the car. When I've looked at the state of them, I need to grab a picture of them. So someone throw me a message tomorrow. What time is it now? In 14 hours' time, someone send me a message to go and take a picture of it and share it on the Discord. Over 1,000. Because I know that the error message you had was like for filters, wasn't it? That you were saying from the dash readout thingamajig. I can't remember what you call it, but the plug-in thing. Now, this fella wasn't here last time, so I'm assuming now we've unlocked the necessary bits of the story that we need. So we need to get down here, is what I'm thinking, but we need to clear this space. I just glanced up there and it said,
You with the balls.
Oui?
I just caught the it's dangerous business going out your door. I just flashed up in the corner of my eyes there for a second. I need to swap all the Lord of the Rings content out for everyone. Put some fresh ones in there. Fuel injectors had to get 3 changed. Oh bloody hell! And then had they love the labour charge, don't they? They just make up numbers. I'm fairly confident.
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Le Templier? Ah, the last Grand Master, Jacques du Molay, was burnt on an island in the Seine in 1314.
Wow. You're pretty well educated for a juggler.
No, monsieur. I read it on that board over there.
How did you learn to be a juggler?
Juggler? What is this juggler?
It's you. You juggle, that makes you a juggler.
No, I am a jongleur.
A jongler? What's that?
Mon Dieu. A jongleur is an artist, a master of the contragravitique aeroballetique mysteries. In centuries past, the courts of the crowned heads of Europe had the jongleurs, witty, erudite men to whom the monarchs turned in their hours of need.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Our enemies are at the borders, plague ravages the land, and the peasants are revolting. Thank God we've got Chuckles the Jongler to throw his balls around. I don't think so.
Oh, I've just thinking as well with Lord of the Rings stuff. I still have not got round to recording any of the others. It's like one thing and another is like keeps popping up that prevents me from being able to sit down and do any more recordings. There's still like 10 that you can redeem so far. But what I was saying the other day was as well, I'm quite tempted to record all the dialogue for the War of the Worlds. Maybe we could do that as like a special, where we do the everyone chips in thing for the community challenge thing for the channel eggs.
That juggling doesn't look so difficult.
Oh, it does not, does it not? Perhaps you feel you could do better, no?
I'll give it a try.
Be my guest.
I had no idea what I was doing. But this guy was obviously an idiot, so how difficult could it be? A lot more difficult than I'd thought. That's how difficult. Still, it was my big chance to be derided by complete strangers.
Not so easy after all, is it?
No, I guess not. Look, a red nose.
Ah, you are a clown.
A clown?
No, if so, you would be a much better jongleur.
For a moment, an idea capered around near the spotlight of my attention, but fell down the pothole of abstraction before I could focus on it.
That's similar to a headache with pictures.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
I'm sure we have to. Do we not have to dress up as a clown? I can't remember.
Hi again.
Oui? What is it this time?
Look, a red nose.
Oh, you say, whoop-de-doo.
Hi again.
Okay, let's get into the conversation thing with him.
Oui? What is it this time?
Right, there's no new options.
It didn't seem right to fry somebody's palm when they make their living with their hands.
Okay, you're just going to do that
Catch you
nose
later.
thing again.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Okay, maybe we'll go and speak to the drunken policeman.
Hello again, officer.
Hello again, monsieur.
Don't we encounter him in a later, in one of the later games as well? Is he not like retired, like properly retired or something in one of the later games? I can't remember.
What do you think of the juggler?
Ah, he is excellent, most watchable.
But he's blocking the thoroughfare and obstructing traffic.
So? He is amusing, the traffic isn't. If he wants to block it, who am I to say no?
You're a cop.
Ah, oui. So I am. Ah, well.
So you're not gonna do anything about this guy?
No.
He probably doesn't even have a license.
Ah, a license. This I had not considered.
So what are you gonna do?
The instant I return to the station, I shall check.
Return to the station? Why not just ask him?
And spoil his concentration? What kind of a barbarian do you take me for? Ah, you are a clown.
Do I look like a clown?
Yes.
No, although you juggle like one. Now, if I'd known you were a clown, it would have been amusing. And not a humiliation for you.
What do you mean?
Who ever heard of a plainclothes clown?
He had a point. So you're saying that if I juggle badly with a red nose, I'd be the king of comedy. But if I
I can
juggle
think of
badly
many
without
plainclothes
You
clowns.
look like a pathetic loon. Oui, monsieur. You have it.
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
Okay, now we need the right combination. We must have unlocked the ability now. Let's just go and speak to the fella again and see whether or not.
Hi
Hopefully, the
again.
trigger will be on the bottom of the screen.
Oui? What is it this time?
Yeah, we're
I'd
having
like
a go.
to have another try at juggling, please.
You have gone on a crash course, perhaps?
No, I just had an insight into presentation.
Huh?
Allow me to demonstrate. The balls, please.
If you insist on completing your humiliation, monsieur.
If some of this dialogue, if it was like a blank screen and you couldn't see it,
Okay, now for my secret weapon.
especially some of the lines we had with Nico just before.
The juggler was speechless with rage. You could have mistaken him for a mime. And without a word, he collected his balls and left in a fury. Hey! You forgot one of your balls! Hey! But he didn't hear. Better still, deprived of his entertainment, the gendarme decided maybe he ought to do some policing for a change.
Previously on the Dr. Ravenholm show. The Optimus Prime window panel thing that we found as we were running around. I vaguely remember, like, just sort of like caught our eye as we were going around and had like double back and stop and see what it was. I love that series. There's a few of the games now that I haven't even played, like some of the more recent ones. We need to get back to that and finish that awkward combat.
I had no desire to talk to the crowd.
Okay, now that they're gone, I assume that we can now open the manhole cover. Whilst the tourists watch. Where does he stick that? Are these pockets like Hermione's bag? Do you enjoy this Assassin's Creed series as well, Frodo? I had intended to play through the entire series. We got through. I've played through most of them anyway. I've got like 100% achievements in loads of them. But it was just that we're on the second last boss fight, and towards the end of the first one. Oh, sounds like pouring rain's just started, and we spent like an entire stream just trying to fight. You know, the bit like towards the end where you go into the battlefield, and before you can actually fight the boss, you've got to like fight these like 10 henchmen that are all around you, and you've got to like perfectly like parry and dodge and kick them and stab them and stuff. We got as far as that, and it took the entire stream just trying to do that, and we couldn't get through it. So my intention was to pre-record that little bit there, and then we would play that back, kind of like what I did with the what did you call those things? South Park games, because the South Park games to take all like the racism out and the all the inappropriate stuff, those ones there I pre-recorded them so I could censor them. Then I just narrated over whilst we were playing the video, basically for those ones to keep it safe and clean. And I was going to do that with Assassin's Creed back then. So we'd have like a 10-15 minute one, and as soon as it gets through the cutscene for completing that boss fight, I would then take over with the control and we could play as normal. That was the plan, but unfortunately we just never got around to it. And Evening Tiramisu, welcome in. I don't like the mechanics of the of the new ones. I'm trying to remember which is the last one I played. I think I had started Unity and never finished it, and at the same time Rogue came out on the Xbox 360, because they both came out at the same time. One was on the Xbox One, one was on the 360, and I played the intro of each. And I never continued on with them, because at the time that was like the time that we moved house as well. That's how Dying Light never got played until recently. it all happened in that same little period. But I apart from those as well, I have read the novels up to Unity as well. In saying that, I've read half of the Unity novel because the Unity novel was awful, in my view. But I've read all the previous ones in the series, like I don't know, it was like 9 books or something at that point. I do recommend them; they are a good read. Same as the Mass Effect novels and Alan Wake. If you haven't read the Alan Wake novel, go and pick that up now. Okay, we'll wait for we'll watch Tiramisu's clip and then we will crack on with the story. Is the remake of Dead Space out yet? Oh, evening, easy guy. Welcome in. How's your tooth tonight, Easy? I take it is either your tooth or is the antibiotics knocked you to again? Because I was checking me watch around the time to see whether or not I got the buzz of the notification of you being on. But it's Wednesday night and it is story night, Easy. And we are playing through Broken Sword. This is the original release version from the 90s that was on the PS1. We have played through the director's cut, which all can be found, like the entire Broken Sword series 1 through 5. Director's cuts for 1 and 2 are all over on the YouTubes. Definitely a playlist I highly recommend checking out.
The hook was held rigidly by the tightly wound chain.
I hope to be back up tomorrow. Tell you, we'll fetch suppliers.
The wall had flaked, and anything once written on it had long since gone. The inscription was hard to read, but I made out Templier and something about innocence. Close up, I could see a faded inscription. My medieval French isn't much, but the few words I understood seemed to say, "This is where the gallows used to stand." Maybe.
Oh, let's have a look here. Guys, I hope you're remembering as well all these links that are popping up in chat to go and give everybody a follow. Join all the madness. Let's just now. Are we going to see a flip? Oh, these awfully tight corners that you're making. Oh, almost. Ah, so close. Wonder what that is there. I just wonder why the cog icon appears here. Let's investigate.
Okay, it's long jump time. Here goes. Do I look crazy or something?
Yes. I don't think I recall that dialogue scene. I may have never clicked on it before. Okay, let's crack open this wall then. Is there still no news on the Dead Space remake? Because there was an announcement trailer ages ago for it. Because it's one of my magical powers, you see. If I play a game, a remastered gets made. So we played Dead Space, and then the announcement came for the remake. We played. We started. I think it was like week 2 of the 100% playthrough of Mass Effect on the 360, and they announced the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Well, we played Myst, and then another remake of Myst was announced. What were the other ones as well that we had that we haven't that we had remakes made of? There's a whole load of them that I've said as soon as I start streaming them, a remake is announced.
The inscription was hard to read, but I made out Templier and something about innocence.
I have to go through the playlists on YouTube and figure out which ones are the ones that got remasters made. What I'm trying to do here at the minute as well, we've done this chain, and we have to like pull the door down with it. That's what I remember anyway. But
the inscription was. I wondered why. There were 3 arches, each with an inscription.
we haven't looked at the last one.
Arches.
Did we look at the last one? I thought we looked at all of them before.
Close up, I could see a faded inscription. My medieval French isn't much, but the few words I understood seemed to say, "This is where the gallows used to stand." Maybe.
Okay, let's check the little boat here again. Yeah, because we have the little hook there. Do we need to apply anything to it, do we think? Can we use our thingamajig on the end? No.
The hook was held rigidly by the tightly wound chain.
Okay, let's crank that down again. So that lets the chain out. Just seeing there's definitely no... I'm looking for, like, you know, the cog point. For somewhere where we can hook it onto. Be one of those nights again, isn't it? Where we're going to be in this, in this one space all night.
The hook lay in a bed of chain.
Let's see what he gets on the back of the boat here.
On the boat was a winching machine.
Definitely said we've got nothing else we can use. Can't use that on there, can we?
The inscription was undecipherable. The plaster had cracked and was falling away. I wondered why.
What do we reckon then? So this must be the one. If the plaster's cracked and falling away, it must be through here that we need to pull the wall out. Try to see if there's any more trigger points.
There were 3...
Can we try and smash through it with this? Oh, we can.
Hey, that's hollow. It was time for some brutal destruction.
Aha. I think there's a cutscene as well once we get down here. Because they're all having their Templar meeting. I take it
Close up, I could see the plaster was thinner where I'd broken through, and behind it were some cogs and a lever.
I take it the dialogue volume is all right for everyone. We can all hear Stobbart talking. Nope, he's not going to do that there, is he?
Here goes. Hey, cool. Inside the hole, I could see one of the cogs had come loose and jammed the mechanism solid.
Sure, this is where we got it. All good there, is it? Brilliant. That's the important thing. Is at least we can all hear the story. Here we go. I knew we had to smash this wall through. That's one bit we do remember. I've got a funny feeling the Templars might notice when they leave. Okay, what have we got here then? That takes us back.
Boy, had I ever made a mess of that door.
So I wonder how this would actually be triggered from the other side then. Okay, down the hole.
There was a crack in the wall. Through it, I could see a glimmer of natural light.
In the beginning was the end.
An end wrought by our enemies began our darkness.
In the end will be a beginning.
An end to our enemies heralds our new day.
Report. The military establishments are in flux. The end of the Cold War has left them with no clear goal and as obvious targets for budgetary cuts. We have successfully promoted a sense of betrayal in the upper echelons. They feel that the politicians have cast them adrift. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
Good. Mademoiselle?
Governments are giving the corporations more respect than their own citizens. A groundswell of dissatisfaction and dissidence is growing. The corporations are becoming too large and complex for their own executives to control them. A blind belief in market forces is accelerating this trend the world over. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
The global population's belief in those that govern it has never been lower. We have inculcated a sense of immediacy and action over forethought and planning in all the major governments. They are acting on hasty decisions that cannot be completed or revoked without appearing foolish. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
Excellent. The tired old governments are dying a slow death from their own incompetence and our machinations. The millennium is almost upon us, and everything is in place for the rise of our new order. Almost. Professor, where is the broken sword?
As we discussed last time, with the loss of the manuscript, our search is, as a corollary, hindered.
And as discussed last time, you have been furnished with a dramatically increased budget. What have you been doing with our money, Professor?
We are working on the principle that the Templars, that is to say, our predecessors,
Hold on. These are the Templars?
must have left a trail when they were hiding the clues to the sword of Baphomet's location. I have a small army of historians and archaeologists ferreting out that trail.
I trust these historians and archaeologists are more trustworthy than your friend Pegram.
Pegram was loyal. He tried to protect the Lochmarn gem when the Hashashin came near.
And failed. And don't call that Syrian maniac the Hashashin. He's an assassin. Plain and simple.
That's not what he believes. He actually thinks.
Silence! Do I have to remind you that we have a sacred duty? A trust? When Philippe attempted to destroy the order, we lost the sword and our power with it. Now we have the opportunity to reforge it. But time is short. We need results, not petty bickering, not excuses. Now, Professor Baphomet.
Yes, of course, my apologies. We will find Baphomet and the sword, manuscript or no. We have already found another element actually within Paris.
Excellent. What is it?
Well, we're not exactly sure at present.
Ha!
But I have my best people working on it. You would do well not to criticize others, Eklund. At least I have not murdered one of our own.
Of course. That guy was the bogus doctor in the hospital.
Marquet was a liability. Eklund dealt with him on my orders.
I beg your pardon, Grandmaster. I did not mean to.
Have you any good news for us, Professor?
We already know 3 of the elements. We know that Klausner had obtained the lens before he vanished.
Where was he?
Syria. We know that he arrived, but after that, nothing.
The assassin.
I fear so. It's a shame. Klausner was a good operative.
I think that's the end of their cutscene. And yeah, I also agreed with with what you were saying there. I just didn't want to talk over the thing there. Oh, wait, at least you didn't get lost then. You had a good bit of fun, and and you just didn't lose anything by the end of the trip there, Frodo.
This will be our last meeting in person until we locate the sword of Baphomet. I hope that I don't need to emphasize the importance of finding it. Without it, our endeavors come to nothing. With the sword reforged, We will have the power to sweep the stage of all opposition. The new millennium will belong to us. The next time that we meet, it will be to become the princess of this world!
Look at the face. They don't use the door. So if you got all that extra money lying around then, what special treats did you get for Mrs. Frodo then? Speaking of special treats, have you got the, Chrissy, have you got the hot chocolate in the squirty cream ready for royalty? He's like tiptoeing down the stairs. So this is where we're going to use the tripod and the gem that we got from Ireland. Have a little look around here first.
There was a large circle marked out on the floor with a stump in the middle. Around the circle, I could see words inlaid into the stone.
Evening, JD, and welcome in. What's it there? Saving money for your vacation in July. You ran the risk of losing some of that money for your vacation in July. So not tonight. Having an early night. Junior was up early this morning.
There was a large circle marked out on the floor with a stump in the middle. Around the circle, I could see words inlaid into the stone.
So what sort of trouble have you been up to today then, JD?
I noticed 3 small notches around the edge of the stump's top.
One tripod. Followed by one gem.
The light, falling from above, struck the gem and scattered in 5 neat rays, and each ray picked out a letter. Starting from the seal, I could read M-A-R-I-B, Marib. Now all I had to do was figure out what the heck that meant.
Meanwhile, in Nico's apartment.
Nico, I've seen them.
Oh yeah?
The Templars. I spied on their meeting in the catacombs.
And you saw the Knights Templar?
I saw a bunch of guys masquerading as Templars. They're after something called the Sword of Baphomet. The bogus doctor was there, the guy who killed Marquet. The manuscript is the key, just as we thought. It shows the way to the broken sword, whatever that is.
And how does the assassin fit into all this?
He's out to stop them. These Neo-Templars, they're men and women in influential positions. Don't you see? Plantar was one of them. The assassin killed him for the manuscript, to stop them finding the sword.
But now we have got the manuscript.
Yes.
So, how do they hope to find the sword?
I don't know. They said something about a lens and a guy called Klausner who's gone to Syria. But they didn't seem to realize the significance of the very site of their meeting. You see, after they'd gone, I discovered a stone pedestal and a carved inscription. I set up the gem on the tripod, directly below a beam of light. The gem split the beam and lit the letters M-A-R-I-B.
Marib is a village in Syria.
Then the Neo-Templars are ahead of us. Klausner beat me to it.
You're not thinking of going there yourself, are you?
Why not?
These guys are crazy and dangerous. That reminds me, you should leave the gem here.
Okay. What about the tripod?
I'll send it back to Andre, anonymously.
What's that there, JD? Laundry day. What's that? If I had forgotten to clean out the dryer filter, then I would have been in so much trouble. Oh, it's all full of junk there. What's it there? We've been going to. You're going to see the kittens tomorrow. I thought you were going to see the kittens today. Or am I getting my days mixed up? Yes, we need lots of pictures. We also need fresh pictures of the ducks as well. So get on the phone and get us some duck pictures.
Would you like this juggling ball?
Have you been drinking, George?
No, why?
Because you're talking crap.
Save that for a highlight. Okay, so it looks like we're going to Syria.
Do you think I should go to Marib?
Syria is a long way, George.
In 1 and 2 here, George has like infinite funds, and yet isn't he like broke in Broken Sword 3? Broken Sword 3, the original home of Bounties. He just waiting for the squeak to go through. And waiting for blast off. As I said before, everyone, all these links for all these crazy people that are all popping up in chat, please don't forget to jump over and give them a follow and give them some cheek when they're live. Or give them some cheek when they're not live, it's all good. Okay, we'll now hop over onto the map and we'll go to the airport and we're heading for Syria. Now this is where we're going to encounter this maniac.
Hi, I was wondering whether you could help me.
Why, sure, son. Always got time for a fellow American. The name's Henderson. Dwayne Henderson.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Henderson.
What's his wife's
Hell,
name?
Boy, I'm not in the office. Call me Dwayne.
Oh, okay. Dwayne? My name's George Stobbart. Do you mind if I ask you an odd question?
Okay, but I might not answer it.
Do you know anything about the Templars?
The Knights Templar?
Yep.
Nope. Nothing at all.
Well, you knew they were an order of knights.
What I know and what I say are two different things, boy. I haven't lasted as long as I have in this business without knowing that.
In this business?
Sure. The greetings card business.
Oh, please.
Oh, tiramisu's back, and I hope you brought teas for everybody.
I saw a medieval picture of a woman, royalty or nobility, something like that. She was looking in a mirror, but the reflection was of a man with 3 faces. What do you think of that?
I think you should be in therapy.
Do you think bulls have any significance around here?
Weird question, George. Nope, I don't think they have.
Oh, you're going round with a tray there then, tiramisu.
Does the image of a knight holding a crystal ball mean anything to you?
Hell no. What would a knight want with a hunk of glass?
I don't know. That's the prob.
What's wrong, boy?
It's not a crystal ball. It all came together in my head. What the conspirators had mentioned losing. The strange perspective of the manuscript. It's a lens. You're a long way from home, Dwayne.
Could say the same about you, George.
Me? Well, I'm just sightseeing, that's all.
Without a camera, kinda lags to come all this way and not take pictures. Mind if I take a picture of you, George?
What? Why? Ow! You could have warned me.
You don't mind, do you, George? The folks back home will be real interested.
Where is your wife, Dwayne?
Pearl? Oh, she's around, looking for bargains.
What does Pearl do for a living?
Oh, I run a greetings card company, and Pearl writes the poems for 'em. You ought to ask her to recite some.
What exactly do you do, Dwayne?
Didn't I say? Oh, I run a greeting card company. Yep, we're based in Cleveland, Ohio.
Have you seen this man before?
Maybe. Where'd you get it?
I just picked it up somewhere.
Sure. I'm always picking up photos of complete strangers and then asking around.
Everyone's got to have a hobby.
Damn it.
There. I've got another picture of a complete stranger. Maybe I'll ask around about this one.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
Let's go and talk to this vendor next. Then maybe we'll head up into the club.
What's your name, sir?
Hello, you buy kebab. Most good.
What do you make of this?
Buy kebab. Most good.
What do you think of this?
Buy kebab. Come to eat.
Does this mean anything to you?
No, you buy kebab.
I'd value your opinion on this, sir.
La, you buy kebab. None?
What do you make of this, sir?
You buy kebab. You buy kebab. Yum, most good.
I think he wants us to buy a kebab. I'm getting that sort of vibe from him.
I'd value your opinion on this, sir.
La, you buy kebab. None?
What do you make of this, sir?
You buy kebab. You buy kebab. Yum, most good.
Most good.
Well, goodbye. Have a nice day.
Most good.
Actually, before we go, let's just continue talking to some of these other people down here. Oh, we've got a bit of snow runner there. Ages since I played SnowRunner. I started again from the beginning.
Hey there, young fella. Speak you the English? Speak you the Anglais? Parlez-vous anglais?
Yes, si, and indeed oui, and rather better than you by the sound of it. My name is Nico. Welcome to my grand emporium of quality merchandise.
What do you know about that couple?
Oh, they're American.
Is that all?
The chap's a little odd. As for the lady, it's a funny thing, but I get the impression she's a lot cleverer than she's letting on.
Who's the guy selling the kebabs?
Oh, that's Arto. A miserable blighter to be sure, sir.
He doesn't seem very happy.
He never is. Day in, day out, a face like a wet Wednesday. Whatever one of those is.
Does he speak any English?
Not cogently, no.
Does the word Templar mean anything to you?
Templar. Ah, Templar. Templar! Why, yes, of course.
It does?
Yes. A splendid series of books by Mr. Leslie Chatteris, featuring the roguish Mr. Simon Templar.
Great. That's a real help, Nijo. Anything else?
The Saint television program featuring Mr. Roger Moore of the quizzical eyebrow and a stick man with a halo. Bing!
Was that Roger Moore of the quizzical eyebrow? We'd add that to the quote section.
So all Templar means to you is Roger Moore.
I only watched it for the stick man with the halo. Bing! He was better animated.
So I'm correct in saying that the word Templar doesn't mean much to you.
Well, there was the Order of Knights who were wiped out in an Inquisition in 1312, I suppose.
That's them. What else do you know?
Just how much information do you think there is on a Trivial Pursuit card?
A what?
From the medieval edition. We had it on the stand a couple of years ago. Ask me what a feuter is. Go on, I know all this stuff.
Never mind. Okay, forget about the Templars for a minute. What do you know about knights?
Like the Crusaders, they came to the east on an insane and pointless mission. They sacrificed thousands of lives, including their own, for insensate pride. How anyone can find them romantic confounds me.
So, this is your stand?
Oh, yes, sir. Though stand does not begin to do it justice. The finest in this bustling metropolis.
This is a bustling metropolis?
Well, not per se, no.
You speak very good English.
Thank you, sir. I learned from tapes that my uncle procured.
Oh, a language course.
No, sir. Jeeves and Wooster. Gussie, Fink, Noto, Aunt Agatha. What ho?
How much are those books there on the shelf?
Have you any Syrian pounds?
I think I might have a couple of Irish pund.
Then they're too expensive for you, sir.
That's not a very friendly cat you got there, Nijo.
No, sir. It is a very unfriendly cat.
Why do you keep it?
Oh, it's not mine. It just rests where it pleases. And today it pleases to rest there. As Kipling would say, it is a cat that walks by itself.
Fiercely independent.
And it smells.
What do you think of this, eh?
Oh, sir, what a splendid plaything. One day, when I am rich, I am going to build a world-renowned collection of brightly colored balls.
Are you serious?
In deadly earnest. People will come from far and wide to see my
Yes?
collection. The Rockefellers and the Gettys can keep their hoards of so-called fine art. But answer me this. What good is a Picasso, I ask you, if you cannot bounce it off a wall?
You may have a point.
So the bouncy bouncies were were deep in the story of the first one. We only unlocked them when we got to Broken Sword free. I had visions there as well, just when he was talking. Have you guys seen what the hell's it called? Mr. Megorium's Magic Emporium. Was that the full title? It's a mouthful, the title of the film, anyway. But one of the rooms in his magical toy shop, where you know you turn it to the ballroom, and it was like a whole room full of all different balls. And I remember there was like a massive one that like crushed the kid against the wall.
So long, Nijo.
Toodle pip, sir.
Oh, I never asked him about the picture.
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
Have you seen this man before?
No, sir. I'm glad to say. Cold eyes.
Okay, let's go and talk to Pearl. We still have the bar to go up to. We need to arrange transport out. I'm sure it's the fellow in the bar which gives us transport.
I was wondering whether you could help me.
Why, hi there, handsome. What can I do for you?
Hi, my name's George. I was just...
Well, it certainly is delightful to meet you, George. My name's Mrs. Henderson, but you can call me Pearl, I'm sure.
Okay, Pearl. I was...
So nice to meet a friendly American face so far from home.
Pearl?
Yes, dear?
I was just wondering if you could help me.
Why, sure, precious.
Okay, let's start off with the picture.
Have you seen this man before?
No. A friend of yours?
No, not really. Do you know anything about medieval weaving?
I do a little needlework, but gosh.
It's okay. It was a long shot.
Just on a complete side note, thinking about movies and TV shows, have you guys seen Battlestar Galactica, the modern one? I just had another one of those like flashes in my head, you know, the headache with pictures. You know how you had the Six and Boltar had the like angel kind of versions of them that were driving them mental over the course of the show. Maybe these two characters are like them. Maybe it's only George can see them.
Have you talked to the boy on the bric-a-brac stand?
Oh, you've met him? His name's Nijo, you know. Oh, he's just so cute, I could die. I'd love to bundle him up and take him back to Ohio.
He might not thank you.
I'm looking for something ancient, you know. something to impress the folks back home? The poor boy was trying to do his best, but we still haven't found anything.
Evening, royalty, and welcome in. You've missed Andre. we encountered that pillock half an hour ago. But welcome in. What sort of trouble are you up to at the minute?
Have you ever heard of a group of knights called the Templars?
Sounds familiar. I remember. Dwayne had a book. The Holy Something and the Holy Something Else, I can't quite recall. I read a little of it.
And?
Seemed like a lot of hooey to me.
Yes, the kitten. I'm sure we have to get the kitten to jump on the wall because we need this statue. And we need to give it to her for 50 quid, which is the 50 quid that we use to pay the guy in the bar to give us a ride in the Jeep over here. That's what I'm kind of remembering.
I've been talking to your husband, Dwayne.
Oh.
Yeah, he tells me that he runs a greeting card company and you write the poems that go in them.
Oh, yes, indeed. I consider myself the artiste of the family. Tell me, George, would you like to hear one of my poems?
Yes, go on then.
Okay then, darling, here we go. Our sympathy upon this time, when your heart doth break.
I like the doth.
Classy, isn't it? We know the grief that must entail when your schnauzer gets bitten by a snake. Ah, it still touches me. What do you think, George?
It's very specific, isn't it?
You think so? We sell a lot of those, dear.
What's it there, Roti? Not feeling well still at the minute. You need a cuddle off Mr. Socks. I was trying to tell Chrissy before he needs to go and get you your hot chocolate with a squirty cream in.
Yeah, baby.
There's why, yeah, baby. Yeah, Chris was saying that you're going as well to play with the kittens tomorrow. So we had lots of pictures of the kittens, and we also where are our pictures of the ducks?
So, tell me a little about yourself, Pearl.
Me? Oh, a gentleman's interest is always so flattering. Well, my husband and I run a greetings card company in a cute little place called Akron in Ohio.
Akron? Cute? Little? Hold on. Didn't Dwayne say they were from Cleveland?
What was that, sweetness?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking out loud.
Yeah, he's definitely slacking. You can't get a full day's work out of Chrissy. I don't know what we're going to do.
I met your husband earlier. He's an interesting man.
That's why I married him.
You're going to try and get with some duck photos. I keep on meaning to, when I'm sitting in the garden, I keep meaning to post more pictures of the girls, but I keep on forgetting because I'm too busy snuggling in with Butter, giving her our tickles.
You said that your company is based in Akron.
And Dwayne said it's in Cleveland, no doubt.
Well, yes, he did.
Dwayne was in the Marines and Vietnam, you know. Anyway, he got a medical discharge. Thing is, he gets confused. We moved away from Cleveland 5 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
He also gets a little paranoid. Thinks he's a spy or something.
I'm so sorry, Pearl.
Don't worry yourself, George. We live with it.
Okay, so we have...
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George.
I think all the information of these people.
I wasn't hungry and didn't want to buy fruit, so I didn't start a conversation.
Okay, we'll now head up to the club and have a word up there. Oh, it's Mr. Socks. Yeah. If you look in front of the fridge, waiting for that ham, terrorizing the neighborhood. But Mr. Socks is a good boy. Looks like a proper dodgy geezer here, isn't it?
Hi.
Hello, sir. Lovely carpet.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
Yeah, show him the matchbook, I'm sure.
Give to me. Give to me. A la mot.
And he lets us into there. I wouldn't be surprised if he sat by the fridge waiting. The entrance is not really well hidden to this place, in all fairness. Everyone knows there's something up there.
Many beneficent greetings, my most fortunate possible friend.
Huh? Do I know you, mister?
No, no, and again I say, no. But, my friend, do you not see our mutual good fortune in this meeting?
How frank do you want me to be?
You are a traveler, yes?
Boy, you must be the world's greatest detective.
No, I am told that is Sherlock Holmes of the big forehead and slipper full of shag. I, as contrast, am world's greatest luxury taxi driver.
I can see where this is going.
I am Ultar, taxi driver and luxury guide per excellent. Yes.
This I had to hear.
Where does your heart desire to go? Simply mention the name to your obedient servant, and we shall fly there, swift as the eagle.
Oh, well, I don't really want to leave Marib yet, but I'm sure that if I do, you'll be the first to know.
Is good. You know where you want to go, you come to Ultar.
Thanks. See you around, Ultar.
Be having a pleasant day, full of shining experiences and happiness, my friend.
Was Ultar one of the ones that you drew? He had a green. Where that we may have had in the director's cut, and plus as well, if you remember in the director's cut, you had the little windows that appeared on the side of the screen, like showing the like who was chatting. This is like the original like PS1 version that we're playing today. And what was that there as well, JD? You had a chunky kitten. That's the thing with cats. I mean, I remember when I was at the hotels, I went to go and visit one of the girls I used to work with because she was off sick, and a cat came in, and then another cat came in. I says, "Oh, there's another cat there." He goes, "Yeah, you know, he just brings in his friends," and the two of them were sharing all the food. Ooh, bouncy bouncies. And we also have this guy here. Hasn't he got his tongue cut out and stuff like that as well?
Nice club you've got here. I was wondering if you could help me. What? I mean, I beg your pardon? I'm sorry, but I don't understand.
No surprise there, alrighty. He says sorry, but he not speak English.
But he didn't say anything.
He not have tongue.
No tongue? What happened?
It was bet.
And he lost.
He won. You should see other chappie. Oh, yes.
What happened to the other chappie? Do we not have to do something with the toilet in here?
Damn, the door's locked. I'm sorry? Did you say something?
He say you not to go in toilet. Read sign, matey.
Matey?
It lose something in translation.
By staring hard at the notice and squinting, I discovered I couldn't understand a word of it.
I like that line as well. There's so much that we need to add to the quote section.
Hello again, Ultar.
Great hellos, munificent foreigner, and possible future client.
Well, you never know. Would you mind talking to me?
Is most agreeable. This is how Ultar learned such splendid English, yes? Yes.
Okay, now we're going to have a talk. Let's check the photo first.
Have you seen this man before?
Oh, most certainly. Was here only yesterday.
Here? Yesterday? My God, he's close.
Yes, he was asking lot of questions, just like you.
What did he ask about?
He asked about American called Stobby.
Stobbart?
Yes, Stobbart. You know him.
The killer knew my name. What else did he ask about?
He asked about German man called Klobner.
I tried to remember the name of the man the conspiracy had lost in Syria. Was his name Klausner?
Sure, that is what Ultar said. Klausner. I told this man in the picture, Klausner wanted to go up to Bull's Head.
Hold on. He wanted to go where?
Bull's Head. Big hill, 10 mile out of town. Maybe 60.
When was that?
Oh, maybe a week ago.
10 miles, maybe 60. What's that then, royalty? Draw me like one of your French girls. I can't remember how many years it's been since I've seen that movie.
This place is certainly hard to find.
Oh, yes, it is most exclusive. The membership can be no more than... Kind sir, what would you guess the population of the village to be?
Gee, I don't know, a couple of thousand?
Then I would estimate the membership to be no more than a couple of thousand.
What do you make of that boy in the market, Nejo?
Nejo? Ha! Ayub's boy is too big for sandals. I speak splendid English, and he laugh. He say, Ultar, you big ox, you split infinitive. I say, I split your head if you stay still long enough. Ha 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 ha! Ho 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 ho! Pretty funny, yes?
Hilarious. You should be on cable. Do you know anything about the Templars?
Of course.
Yes? What can you tell me?
Great she-bop band of the 60s.
No, that's not really...
Who put the bop in the bop, 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 bop?
Yeah, eternal questions. What do you know about the kebab seller?
A most miserable man. Ultar say, cheery up, matey mate, it might never happen. And he say, shut up, Ultar.
Fancy that.
Not at all. Arto has face like the drizzle that falls on the midweek afternoon. Whatever that is.
Have you met the American couple?
Have Ultar met them? Have Ultar met them? Yes, Ultar have met them.
And?
They most ungenerous. Ultar offer to show them wonders of countryside. They say, is there anything ancient? Ultar say, yes, of course. Nature is ancient. They say, no, anything ancient made by men. And Ultar say, have you seen Taxi? Fan belt older than Ozymandias. Ha 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 ha! But they gone.
Could you tell me what that sign means?
It's a door stay shut until brush come back. Signed, the management.
Oh, well, what does that mean?
Manager buy lovely new toilet brush, leaves it by wash basin for 10 minutes, come back, it been stolen. Not even out of wrapper. He damn cross. Lock up toilet and say, nobody use fine pristine toilet until brush given back. We say, what we do till then, eh? He say, cross legs and use superior willpower.
And that's what you've been doing?
No. Ultar use bucket.
Ultar use bucket. The way he keeps on saying his name, it reminded me of Zathros from Babylon 5. Are you off to bed now, Chrissy? Oh, behave yourself and don't forget you've got your missions. We need duck photos and kitten photos.
What can you tell me about this Bull's Head Hill?
Is most magnificent. Lovely views. Worth visiting. Yes, by indeedity.
How do I get there? No. Let me guess.
You need fine luxury guide to take you there in air-conditioned taxi.
Woe is me. Where can I find such a guide?
And Ultar is most luxurious guide for most literally some way, in any direction.
Gee willikers, lucky old me.
Are you desirous of
Some
my
way.
pleasant and luxuriant service?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
First, I regret the formalities. A trip to the Bull's Head, 50 Yankee dollars, please.
$50? I don't have $50.
Oh, most unhappy event. Ultar then sorry, but he cannot take you on ride of lifetime.
Hold on, Ultar. Is there nothing I could barter with you?
Word that it was so, beloved friend. But my taxi needs gas, and its muffler needs the muffler doctor. Trading for these things is not possible. My heart weeps for the injustice, but it's box or zip, or unfortunate American.
Okay, so
See you around, Ultar.
Fare you most splendid, good sir.
as I recall, the fella downstairs has the bog brush. And he's using it to baste the meat. I'm sure that's what he was doing, so we need to figure out how we're going to nick it off him. I can't remember offhand how we do it just yet. I do know that we get the 50 quid off Pearl, and I think that we used, I think it's in the bathroom, the towel dispenser to use as a fan belt for the van when it breaks down in a minute. Ah, there it is, look.
In the still air, the smell hung around like bad smells do.
Can we click on it?
It was a kebab stand, and an ugly one at that.
Right, just move out of here a little bit, just so I can see a little bit more clearly.
Hello again, sir.
Hello. Kebab? Yes?
No, we can't click on that yet.
Goodbye. Have a nice day.
Most good.
Most good. So wait for it to do the animation, because they must have it so he like waves it so that it becomes like something that we know we have to click on. Yep, most good, royalty. Right, we'll head over to the little kid over here. Let's see if he has any fresh. Right, the cat's up there. I'm sure that we have to use the ball on the cat in some way.
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
I met an interesting guy earlier, a cab driver.
Ah, that would have to be Utar, a barbaric sort of chap.
Oh, he's not that bad.
You know how he speaks in Pidgin English? That's how he speaks in Arabic too.
Seriously, do you really think this thing's so great?
Take it away, you tempter.
I'll swap it for something off your stand.
Due to seasonal financial considerations, I'm afraid I cannot.
I thought you wanted this thing.
I do, sir. This stand doesn't.
Which in translation meant it's not really my stand, and I'll be in big trouble if I swap anything for something that I want myself.
Alternatively, is there any service that you require?
Not at the moment, but I'll bear it in mind.
We need...
See you around, Nijo.
He must distract
now, sir.
the kebab fella.
I had neither the money nor the desire to buy any of that garbage.
Yeah, something that we need to do with the cat. Got anything heavy we could place on there? No. Okay, let's have a little wander back over here. Because we can see the toilet brush. And we know that Pearl wants an antique, which is why we need that statue.
Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello, George. It's such a pleasure to see you again.
Have you ever heard of a hill called the Bull's Head?
No. No, I haven't. Is it nearby?
I'm not sure.
Sounds awful romantic. The Bull's Head Hill.
Have you met the taxi man, Ultar?
Heavens, yes. What a big man. Very muscular.
But you didn't go for a ride.
Why, George, you're absolutely the most... Oh, you mean a taxi ride? No, Dwayne wasn't interested, so it didn't happen.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
Hi there, Dwayne.
I see we've got a new conversation that we can have with him now.
Hi there, George. How can I help you, young fella?
Have you met Ultar?
Almost luxurious air-conditioned taxi ride, mister.
Yeah, the cabbie.
Tried to pull a bunco on us. Take us on a wild goose chase off into nowhere.
Have you talked to Nijo?
Nijo? He's the youngster on that junk stand, right? Yeah, we've met him. He's a smart kid. Speaks 4 languages, and he's never had a day's formal education. He should go far. Kept trying to peddle garbage on us, though.
You're not gonna find much worthwhile around here.
I know that, and you know that. But try telling Pearl. She reckons there's antiquities in them door stands.
Have you ever heard of a hill called the Bull's Head?
Can't say as I have. Where's that?
I don't know. I'm trying to find out.
Bull's Head, huh? I must remember that. Sounds scenic.
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
Okay. So we still have the cat problem to deal with. It must be something that we can put on the shelf, maybe? Something heavy? Do we throw the ball at something and it damages the shelf, maybe? Then when the cat jumps up, it breaks. Nope, nothing.
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again.
No new
Oh,
conversations
it's
from
okay.
him.
Nothing.
Can't we do anything else or the cat's up there?
As I didn't see the point of going all the way over there to get scratched, I stayed where I was.
Nope, that didn't work. Oh, hang on, is there somewhere over here? Oh, does this just do us back to the other side, maybe? I don't remember there being an extra frame here to go to. Because we do here, they do the stuff in the bar, and then we go out to the desert and encounter Khan. Yeah, it just loops us round.
Suddenly, I realized the horrific truth. The guy was basting the
Right click.
kebabs with a toilet brush. It may never have seen the inside of a toilet bowl, but it was still hardly appetizing.
Yeah, that was it. Been left clicking, we should have right clicked on some of these people.
Sir.
Hello, kebab? Yes?
Right, there's no dialogue
Well,
options for there.
Goodbye. Have a nice day.
Most good.
Most good.
It was a kebab stand, and an ugly one at that.
Okay, so we can't directly pick it up. Must be able to get the kid to distract him for a moment. Maybe that's where we exchange the ball.
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again, sir. And how...
Look, this is going to sound a bit strange, but I need Arto's brush.
What? The brush he bastes the kebabs with?
Yes.
George has got a special
Let me
fetish, you
find
see.
some dirty postcards for you instead.
Nijo, this is serious. Arto stole that brush he's using from a friend, and I want to get it back.
Perhaps I could help you, old chap. Maybe? Perhaps?
Maybe what? Perhaps what?
I do not wish to seem mercenary, sir, but I am a merchant, and merchants trade.
Merchant? This isn't Sears and Roebuck here.
Well, if you're going to be disagreeable...
No, you're right. What would you like?
I seem to recall that you have something that might alleviate my boredom. A globe of delight. A Rubicon spheroid of heavenly pleasure.
You mean the ball, don't you?
A tiny spherular form that barely spans my hand, yet promises hours of amusement.
If you mean the ball, why don't you just say so?
Can I have the ball back, mister?
Yes.
All right, here you go.
Oh, we just saw a broken TBM there
People
from
say bad things about Americans,
ages ago.
but you're okay in my book.
What people? What bad things?
Never mind that now. Remember the brush?
Right, yes, the brush.
All you have to do with Arto is be polite. It lightens his day, makes it all worthwhile for him again.
How can I be polite to the guy when I can't speak a word of Syrian?
Arabic.
That's what I meant.
Simply memorize this phrase. Il-ach il-kalb.
Il-ach il-kalb.
Close enough. Now, go over to Arto and deliver those honeyed words even unto his delicate ear. He won't be able to do enough for you.
Really?
Really.
And what could possibly go wrong?
What exactly does il-akul kalb mean?
A polite but subtly complimentary greeting. He won't be able to do enough for you.
Okay,
So long,
let's
Nico.
go.
Toodle pip, sir.
Well, this is how the other fella lost his tongue. Okay, back over to the thing.
Hello again, sir.
Hello. Kebab? Yes?
Il-akul kalb?
Filthy. Bad, bad. I'll kill you.
Whoa, calm down. Feet, do your thing.
Run away. Oh, have a good night there, royalty. Cuddle up with Mr. Socks. Don't forget, slave boy. He needs to deliver your hot chocolate. Right, we should get the toilet brush off him now.
Hi, Nijo.
He's
What the
already
heck did
asleep.
You tell me to tell him.
Patience, sir.
Patience? Patience?
Have you got a permanent
I've been chased
marker?
by a homicidal kebab seller, and you expect me to be patient?
But consider, sir, while you were running from the irate Arto, the irate Arto wasn't using the brush.
Hold on. Are you telling me that I've been used as a diversionary tactic?
Your brush, sir.
I can't believe that you put me on that kebab seller's death list for a toilet brush.
The ends justify the means, sir.
Yeah, but I noticed it wasn't your butt that was on the line, though.
They also serve who only stand and wait, sir.
Oh, spare me.
Ooh, if you can find one. Now, would you draw like a mustache on him, or would you write "I love Andre" across his forehead? These decisions, royalty. But have a good night, though, and we'll catch you later on.
Oh, it's okay. Nothing.
Right. Ooh, Pearl's moved. Pearl's not in that spot there. Right. We're going to head up here, and we will dispose of the bog brush. Oh, can I? Oh, I thought I might have to speak to him, but it looks like I can skip the dialogue and go straight upstairs. Because this pub is really well hidden. Okay, give him back his bog brush.
Hello again, friend. There wasn't much point in trying to launch an in-depth conversation when I couldn't speak Arabic and he couldn't speak. Period. Well, I did know a few words of Arabic, but doubted the wisdom of using them. Here's your brush, sir. It wasn't easy getting it back.
We've got the keys.
The manager took the brush from me, gave me the toilet keys as my reward, and stomped off.
Okay, once we get the mouse
What was all
back.
that about?
Manager, he say, bah, look at state of this. Need much cleaning and detergent before go around my, you bend.
He said all that?
Body language account for much, you know? Oh, yes, indeedy.
We're heading here now. I'm certain that we have to take the...
I knew the door was locked. I'd need the key to get in there.
Oh, is George going to make us actually do this manually? This place is not exactly as clean as he was illustrating. Oh, it's one of those hole-in-the-floor things.
I hadn't drunk anything since the morning, and I didn't need to use it.
Okay, can we take that off?
It was a roller towel dispenser.
Maybe the second key opens it? Ah, so it does. Can we steal it? Yes. So we have the fan belt now for later.
The mirror was as clean as anything else in there.
Anything else? Or was that just it? Oh, Tiramisu's going to be bringing snacks around for everyone now. What's everyone having? And Mr. Diesel, welcome in there, mate. We are on Broken Sword this evening. This is the original PS1 release version. We have completed the Director's Cut version and Broken Swords 1 through 5 as well. You can see all of those on the YouTubes. But welcome in there, mate. What sort of trouble have you been causing today? Oh, my back. The minute I'm trying to remember how we get the statue. Surely we must have opened up the right dialogue trees now to get the statue. So that we can give it to Pearl. So that we can get the 50 quid to give to Altar. Who will then take us into the desert. Now Pearl's moved, so we'll go and have a word with her.
Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello, George. It's such a pleasure to see you again.
Oh, she has new...
Do you know what Il Akal Kalb means?
My, sounds romantic.
Yeah, I don't think it is, though. Have you had anything from the kebab stand?
Hey, Evans, no, with my digestion.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
Hi there, Dwayne.
Have a word with Dwayne, and then we will go back to the kid, and we'll try and figure out how we're going to get this cat to knock down this statue.
George. How can I help you, young fella?
Do you know what Il Akal Kalb means?
That's what you said to the kebab seller? No. I don't speak Arabic. Not a word.
Have you had any dealings with the kebab seller?
Absolutely not. Pearl's already had one attack of Montezuma's revenge.
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
Okay, let's have another word with the cat. So there, the ball is out of our inventory now. What else could we use?
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
Do you recognize these keys?
No.
They're to a toilet.
Thank you for sharing that with me.
Here, shake hands, Nijo.
I'd rather not, sir. At least not while you've got that shake and shock buzzer clumsily concealed in your palm.
Ah, Ada finally catches up.
Oh, you noticed.
Outlawed in 3 separate arms limitation conventions, those are.
Guys, if you're not already following all the people whose links are popping up in the chat here, please don't forget to jump over and give them all a follow. We have, where was the last one there? We have Mr. Diesel's in there. Scrolling further up, we'll have JD's, there'll be Tiramisu's, Easy Guys. All complete madmen.
See you around, Nijo.
Ta-ta for now, sir.
Okay, how do we distract the cat? We don't use the hand buzzer on the cat, do we? No. Hmm. Because we need this statue. And I can't think how we get the cat to knock it down.
Hi, Nico.
Hello again.
Oh,
no,
it's
nothing
okay.
on there.
Nothing. As I didn't see the point of going...
I've already heard that bit there. Was there something that is there something that I could have put on the bench that would make the cat go somewhere else?
The cat was an ugly brute who looked like he owned the joint. The cat was an...
Trying to see if there's anything else we can click on here
great
to
bargains
trigger
on
it.
the shelf, providing you ran a junk museum. The rifle looked dangerous to the user. I didn't really want to lug the rifle around with me.
Is there anything else around here that we could potentially click on? Oh, hang on, there's a I know what we're going to do. Frighten the cat. Ring the bell. Oh, maybe it's not. Oh, no, it did work. There we go. Something in my head is saying, rub it up with this. Yeah, to make it look old. That is the...
Plaster seemed to soak up the grease paint until it began to look like stone.
Just like what he said, yeah. So now, I believe that we can show this to Pearl, and we start the process of getting our 50 quid.
Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello, George. It's such a pleasure to see you again.
What do you think of this fine piece of ancient statuary?
Oh, Matt, that's just what I've been looking for.
Would you like it?
Would I ever? I'm not carrying the money, though. If you go and find Dwayne, he'll pay you for it. If he gives you any trouble, just tell him that I want it.
Okay, next we'll now go over to...
Hi there, Dwayne.
Hi there, George. How can I help you, young fella?
What do you think of this?
Good gravy. Looks old.
Yeah, I had to turn this town upside down.
Boy, your luck's better than ours. Looks Roman.
I wouldn't know.
What'll they say back home? How much do you want, George?
Oh, I couldn't. It's the find of a lifetime. I mean...
$50. Take it or leave it.
I'll take it. Here you go.
And just like that.
And here you go.
In the later games, when these two pop up, he does mention that, they figured out it was just junk. When the grease paint wore off. But now, we'll have him run upstairs to Ultar. We'll give him the 50 quid. Then we have to give him the fan belt when we try to leave. I also want to see if he'll translate for us the phrase, so we can find out what it is that we said to the kebab seller. Then it's off to the desert. At which point we will save before we go to the desert.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to Allah. I am blessed with your bountiful presence once more.
What does Il Akal Kalb mean?
Who teach you that?
Nejo told me to say it to Arto.
And Arto come after you with big knife, yes?
Yeah, how did you know?
I know Arto. You tell him in bad Arabic that his kebab's made from dog meat.
I said he was using dog food? No wonder he went crazy.
No. Ultar not mean meat for dog. Ultar mean meat of dog.
Oh. Ew. About Bull's Head Hill.
Are you desirous of seeing this most splendid place?
Well, maybe.
A terrific bargain. Only 50 of your Yankee bucks.
50, huh? Okay, it's a deal. Here's the cash.
Ah, most splendid. As you say, the cash price mullah is correct. Mister, we make with haste.
Where exactly is your taxi? Because the only vehicle I can see around here is an aging army surplus truck.
Yes?
Ah, okay. I'll be along in a minute.
And there he goes.
It didn't seem right to take off with the toilet keys, so I left them on the bar. Hello again, Ultar.
His most splendid and adventurous client.
That's your taxi?
Oh, yes, most assuredly. Most entirely splendid taxi in all Marib.
It looks like an old army truck to me.
Bah! You Americans with your checkerboard caps and your Judd Hershes. You have lost sight of what a taxi should truly be.
About 4 tons by the look of it.
There, you have hit the nail in the nutshell.
Okay already, let's go.
Regrettably not, most esteemed fair. There is a minor problem of a tiny nature. The fan belt has taken it upon itself to break.
So, what are you gonna do?
What can I do? I must wait for a ride to the garage for a replacement.
How long is that gonna take?
1 day, maybe 6.
I can't wait that long. We gotta get moving.
But how, my friend?
I'll think of something. Bye for now, Ultar.
May good fortune follow you, mister.
Now, we already know what we need to do for that. I just wanted to exit the conversation quickly so that we could save the game. Because there's a possibility of dying. I don't know if there's like an auto save or not. I didn't want to take the risk. I wouldn't mind being pushed back to this bit if we need to to repeat the next bit. And what's that there, Tiramisu? You've got you got 50 quid with you there as well. So what are you getting for all of us then? Are you going to use that 50 quid to post all the treats out to everybody? Okay, we're going to give him the fan belt.
Hello again, Ultar.
His most splendid and adventurous client.
Is this any use to you?
My friend, the very thing, yes.
Oh, evening, Rocky. Awfully long time since you came round here.
Ultar took the towel from me, cut it in 2 lengthways, and gave me half back. With his half, he did the kind of fan belt replacement that's normally done with stockings.
Now, if I knot the ends together, so... Serviceable, yes? Very serviceable indeed.
Stockings might work on a Bentley, but on a truck, the coarse toweling did the job nicely.
Come along, my friend. You want to see the bull's head? Yes?
Tonight, though, we are on Broken Sword, the original PS1 version. With all the story games, I don't like to talk over the dialogue, so when there's any cutscenes, I don't want to interrupt it, so we can all hear the story. We're driving out now to the Bull's Head, where we're going to encounter Khan, the assassin, if memory serves. So what sort of trouble have you been up to today, then? Is there another opportunity to save game once we get up here? I can't quite remember how this bit goes. We need to get into the place, we go into it, and then Khan comes. Oh, just wait for George to come out there. I'm trying to think. A little while back, I'm sure I remember you saying that you were. Was it here like a few months ago as well that that you were in hospital for?
I damaged that tree enough for one day.
We just grabbed a stick off there. I can't remember what the significance of said stick is.
A young tree grew at the edge of the drop.
Okay, can we climb down? Oh, that does work. Right, that seems safe.
With a flourish, I tied the end of the towel to the stick with a textbook reef knot.
Why have we done that? Maybe we're going to turn it into a flame of some sort. I know that we need to get down below. Question is how? Maybe do we do that? Ah, there we go. Ada finally catches up. Now, whenever I see the Farming Sim clips, I'm expecting a flip it. Or if it was the clip from the last time we played, it would be the spin. Oh, he's up in the webcam there. What's it there? Been there a few times. Hang on, everything just refreshed on my page there. 2 seconds. Been there a few times. Why did the bots block that? I've got no idea. I've got everything turned up to 11 there. Also, you have been back and forth to see which one's giving you the thing there. As not like the word witch. It's like you're not allowed to use the word hole as well. You can't use it in a stream title. Otherwise you get an error message and it doesn't let you save it. Let's have a little thing. I mean, we have this pole here. Maybe we can... No. I know we need to lower ourselves down, but I'm trying to think how we go about it.
I damaged that tree enough for one day.
I wouldn't worry about that. I can't spell either. No, this is a correct spelling free channel. Why did we tie this to this? Is the question I've got now. We know we need to get below to get into the thing, and I'm trying to see if there's a. I'm just waving the mouse around to see if there's a trigger point there. Did you see that? There it is. Now, is this the right tool for the job, though?
I could see that crack would make a good anchor point.
I don't know how this stick is going to be a good anchor point, though.
Well, that looked really safe. But I had no choice. I hadn't anticipated going mountaineering when I'd come to Syria.
I mean, surely you could have used these drain opener. Would have been a lot safer than a dried up stick. Okay, where's the entrance to the cave?
I got that, go on, jump, it'll be fun feeling you sometimes get at the cliff edge. If I managed to land on the truck without hitting a support, I might even survive it. If I'd been a little bit younger and a whole bunch more stupid, I might have gone for it.
The question is, if George was to jump, would he be bouncy enough to survive? I'm just going to save it again because I know what's coming. I want to make sure that I've got it. If it doesn't have an auto save, I want to make sure we don't have too far to double back to because we're probably going to screw it up the first time.
My hand in there, but there was something in there, a metal ring, as wide as my hand.
A metal ring. Can we use this to pull it out, perhaps? No. Oh, maybe George can just do it.
I took a firm hold of the ring and pulled. Whoa there!
Yep, mid-quest. as I keep saying, the Broken Sword series is one of my absolute favourite game series. We have played through the entire series previously. You can see Broken Swords 1 through 5 all over on the YouTubes. However, for Broken Swords 1 and 2, we played the director's cut. We are now back on Broken Sword 1, but this is the theatrical cut. This is what was originally on the PS1 back in the late 90s. We'll also be doing the same with Broken Sword 2, but we will have some what the hell do you call that game? What's that Telltale series we're playing through? Walking Dead. That's it. We'll probably do some Walking Dead once we do this one. Okay, let's hop in there. What could possibly go wrong? I'm going to save it again because I know what's coming.
Around the corner, I found the corpse. Oh my God. Klausner? Large as life and twice as dead. I'd hardly had time to accept the fact when I heard the door mechanism start up again. Oh man, no! The door had slammed shut, trapping me. I had a bad feeling about how Klausner had died.
I mean, George has the drain tool. That's just stone. You know, yes, it would take time, but surely you could smash the door through with that. Okay, now it wouldn't be one of our streams unless we rummage through the body of a corpse.
All right.
So we can tick that off the bingo card straight away.
Hey, what's this? I'd found some kind of lens. A very old lens made from a very hard glass. That settled it. The knight on the manuscript had been holding a lens the whole time, not a crystal ball. I'd searched Klausner once and knew that the lens was the only thing he'd been carrying. No portable phone, no demolition charges, no 5-course meal. You'd think international conspirators would go around better equipped.
Looks like he's got a note in his hand, though.
Without getting too close, I couldn't see any marks of violence, apart from his fingertips being scraped raw, and that seemed self-inflicted. Klausner had been pretty smart to get this far, but he was still dead. I couldn't think of anything to do with the statue, apart from scaring small children with it. A stone head bearing 3 bearded faces. It was a strange image, but a powerful one, redolent with antiquity and ancient mysteries. Sure was an ugly one, though.
I take it the 3 heads then corresponds to the manuscript, where it has the woman looking in the mirror and seeing the 3 heads reflected. And do you think it looked more like a knife in his hand there, Tiramisu? All right, let's hop over to see the map of England there, because the final area of the game is in Scotland.
And I didn't have a notebook or a camera to record it. All I could do was stare at it and try to memorize it. In accidenta sita est in ora mundi. Okay. That would have to do. The mouth's opening. It must be Ultar. My God. If he comes in, we'll both be trapped. Ultar! Don't come in! It's a trap! Stay where you are!
It's not Ultar.
You!
Hello, Mr. Stobbart. We meet in the most unusual places. Please, do not make any sudden moves. I have no desire to maim you.
Did you say maim?
I did. Dead men tell no tales, as you say. And I want to hear everything that you have to tell me.
And what if I don't want to talk?
Then I shall, most regrettably, have to kill you. Rest assured, however, that I am an excellent shot you would not suffer.
Oh, that's good. Believe me, I'm really assured.
It is rather dark in here. I think we should conduct our business outside.
Why should I make myself an easier target?
If I fire at you, Mr. Stobbart, I shall hit you even in here. But, unfortunately, my marksmanship will suffer. It could be the difference between hitting you in the leg or the groin.
Boy, it sure is hot in here.
No sudden moves, Mr. Stobbart.
Now, this is the bit where we jump off and race away with
Now
Ultar.
then, where shall we start?
How about being bosom buddies and you putting that gun away?
Klausner, do you know where he is?
Yep, he's dead. Just around the corner of the cave. You want to look?
I'll take your word for it. How did he die?
Starvation or dehydration by the look of it.
He was caught in this trap you were shouting about? Yes, I suspected as much. The Templars were not ones to give away their secrets lightly. Was he carrying anything of importance?
Lake was a really, really good game. How long did it take us to do that long play that Sunday afternoon? It had to be well over 6 hours, surely, that stream. It's the other clip we have where we where we flip the mail van. Well, I wonder how long it would take to walk all around the lake. Should we do a weird stream like that one afternoon? But rather than drive the van, we'll start the game up, and as soon as we get into it, like into driving, like walking around, we could just walk around the lake with one of the letters. That might be a fun one. About 6 hours 20, you reckon, to Mizzou?
Yeah, he was carrying some sort of lens. I've got it with me.
Give it to me.
I don't think so.
Don't be a fool, Mr. Stobbart.
If I give it to you, what's to stop you killing me?
What is to stop me killing you anyway?
You might hit the lens.
Not if I shoot you in the head.
When I fall, the lens might get broken.
Yes. You plead convincingly, Mr. Stobbart. Perhaps you will live to see another day. Perhaps. Was there anything else?
Well, there was something in Latin up on the wall.
What did it say?
In accidenta cita est, in ora mundi.
Ah, the words of Caesar. Yes, that makes sense.
Well, I know that roughly it means to the west, to the edge of the world. But what the heck is that about?
It tells me where the sword of Baphomet lies. Mr. Stobbart, I am sure that you are just what you appear to be. A gifted amateur.
Thanks, I think.
But I can no longer tolerate your interference. There is far more at stake than you realize. I cannot risk you inadvertently helping my enemies.
So what are you going to do?
I regret that we must end this here and now.
What exactly do you mean?
I am a professional. You will feel no pain.
Oh, man. You're going to kill me?
Your only choice now is whether you die like a man or like a dog.
Okay, you're the boss. I'll take my medicine.
You are an honorable man, Mr. Stobbart. A rare breed. I should like to shake your hand.
Yeah. Well, what the heck?
Opportunity.
It was a long way down. Below, I could see Ultar's truck.
Quickly, hand buzzer. Jump. Back in Nico's apartment. Yeah,
Luckily, the canopy on Ultar's truck broke my fall.
Thank goodness for that.
The worst part of the experience was Ultar's driving.
What about the lens? Is it still in one piece?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's good to see you again, George.
Really? Well, I have to say, I'd have enjoyed Syria a lot more if you'd been there.
I wouldn't have been much help. Anyway, you did just fine on your own.
All right, now that the dialogue and cutscenes have ended, one, we have JD has called for his the Squeaky Bottle King has called for his favourite, and yeah, Rocky, the this whole series of game has some brilliant lines in it, some hilarious characters. Some things probably wouldn't get away with in today's, but the story across all 5 games has been really good. The ending of number 4 was a bit like cut short. It felt like it's sort of like they ran out of money during the end cutscene. They could add a little bit more to explain the ending. It was just fade to black, and the nun type lady was dead. I can't remember her name now. Blonde Nico, we'll call her. And yes, the Broken Sword is the origins of Bouncy Time. If you watch the first stream from Broken Sword 3, probably about 20-ish minutes in, I highlight it. Broken Sword 3 was in the early 2000s an early 3D game. It was on the original Xbox. It was that early style of 3D game, and Nico's bouncies, but bouncing in a rather mesmerizingly bouncy way. Okay, though, before we continue with this, let's sort JD out with his favourite sound. Finish it with some bouncy there. Okay, let's rejiggle the microphone back into position now, because I've got to turn it around every time I do this. Ooh, I've knocked. Yeah, it should be alright. I'll fix it after the stream. Alright, we'll start asking some questions and go back to the manuscript.
Have you any idea what this lens might be used for?
As a magnifying glass, obviously. I'm sure you'll find it very useful.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
So is there anything fresh on the manuscript then? Just realised, well, I can't actually have a drink because I left my bottle of orange juice downstairs again. It's in the fridge. I have to get it at the end of the stream.
That's the face of the statue I saw at the Bull's Head. That's the gem that Pegram found in Lochmarn. That's the tripod we borrowed from the museum. There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces. The Night Scroll bears a phrase in Latin. Through my teachings, you will be enlightened. And that's not a crystal ball. It's the lens I found in Marib.
I can't remember what we do with the lens.
There's a guy working on a loom. That's the clue that led me to the Bull's Head in Syria.
Okay, so we've got no new inventory items other than the thing there. So we'll head down to the street.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay.
Okay, we're now at the point where we can save it again. That's probably how you spell it. Stream 4. And that, everybody, I think, is a really good time to wrap up for this evening. So we completed a little bit more Paris, and we did the entirety of Syria tonight. And then we'll tune in next week and we'll see where we go on the next stage. So it must be next where we go to, it's either Italy or Spain, and we meet the guy with the lawnmower. that was a bit mental. Okay, let's press some buttons here. Who have we got online tonight that we can go and harass? Let's see. Let me see how I'll tell you what, we'll hop over here. Okay, so tomorrow we will be back with it's the Hunter tomorrow. We're going to be tomorrow the mission is we are going to be opening up the map that begins with an H. And as far as I'm aware, I have never been on the map. Unless that very, very first stream, we might have loaded it up for a few minutes. I have no idea. I've got no recollection of it. I certainly don't have any. I won't have any of like the landmarks or anything like that on that map at all. But the idea is tomorrow that we're not going to be doing with the story missions on. I'll be loading the game in multiplayer, and we will we'll explore it and what have you, and we'll just shoot whatever we come across. On Friday, we are on episode 2 now of our Witcher playthrough. So we started last week, we did the tutorial, what have you, we looked at the clunky interface, which is still going to baffle me again on Friday, so that should be fun. Oh, hang on, what's that? Notifications, dismissed. And then on Saturday again, we'll be also returning to the Hunter. Don't know what we're going to be doing on Saturday's Hunter, but we'll see what happens when we come across it. Then on Sunday night, it's been many months, but we are returning to Astroneer for the evening. So we're going to be learning about, hopefully, a bit more about the automation. I want to build a new base over at the North Pole so that we can harvest infinite energy. And if we can, I want to build 2 power lines, one forward and one backwards, going all the way to the North Pole from our main base. I'm thinking, as much as I would like to build another base there, I would hate to abandon our original base, which we've invested so much time and work in. And where else is the pile going to be? So that's the lineup for the rest of the week there. And hang on, what have we got there? Easy Guy from just under 50 hours has got 51k of the Age eggs. Actually, before we go, what's everyone's various egg counts up to? and thank you as well. Good night, JD, and you're coming for the madness as well, Mr. Frodo. I need to put some. I need to put some new Lord of the Rings poems in that coming. What do we got from Frodo there? We have 10k from 47 hours of madness. Tiramisu, 9,500 from 72. But okay, let's hop over now. We're going to go and see this lumberjack here. So thank you for watching, have a good night, and we'll see you all next time. Thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying our journey and would like to see more, then please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe in whichever manner your chosen platform allows. If you are joining us on Twitch, Mixer or YouTube, where we have loads more for you to watch, from our live streams to all our episodes across our various series. You can also drop by and say hi over on Discord, where we chat about everything from Minecraft to books and movies to tabletop games. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day.